Testing, testing. Now you should be able to hear me. So glad I was talking to myself all that time. Awesome. I'm sorry, guys. Still trying to get back into the swing of streaming. Having a few rough starts on these streams. So what I was saying is I'm going to be working on the Super Joy Girl, and the Super Joy Girl is a project that I never really completed. It is technically playable, but it's not done. But I did it for a contest that we had on the BitFix Gaming forums a while back. The only stipulation for the contest is that it had to have something to do with the Game Boy, which is why you've already seen that it looks, the Super Joy Girl is in an old DMG case that I have, of course, changed to make it what I want it to. But it has the Super Joy 3 on the inside. Yes, I know, but for my YouTube videos at least. But anyway, but it had the Super Joy 3, which is a clone system that looked like an N64 controller, and it had a second player controller that looked like a Genesis controller, and then it had some little stupid light gun that looked like a pistol. And it had like 76 games built in it, Nintendo games, NES games. And I've also, some of them had a cart slot on it, so I've also actually hardwired another multi-cart onto it, so I have like 200 games built into this one system. And that's what I did, but I lost the contest. I was competing against one of the other admins there, and he made the Guitar Boy, which you can actually look it up. It was a really huge hit on the internet. He made a guitar that looks like a Game Boy, like the DMG, and he put a Raspberry Pi in it, so it actually functions as a guitar and a Game Boy. So it's pretty cool. So he won, but that's okay. Mine's still not even technically done yet. So it doesn't have any batteries in it. I need to do that. There's something wrong with the ROM chip. This is actually what a Super Joy 3 board looks like. And there's something wrong with mine that's in there, the ROM chip that my finger's on right here. The system boots, some of the games boot, but a lot of them have graphical issues, or they freeze, or they I don't know what I was gonna say. The Fridge Boy was very good. He or the Cold Boy is what he called it. The Cold Boy, but he wasn't competing with us. The admins don't take part in the same competition. I just forgot what his name, Mod Purist. Mod Purist was the only one who actually took part in the competition, so he hands down won, but he did deserve it because it was very good. The Cold Boy was a very good build. And I'm sure that it's a huge hit at college, which is where he took it. So, but yeah, so that is where we are at. There's like I need to do some repair work. I still need to make the second player port, or well, finish the second player dongle port thing for it that I'm going to make. It's only half done. The case is like, it's literally not done at all. I'm still doing casework on it, but so yeah, that'll be part of it too, as long as I can get the the game's working properly. Well, the guitar, I do agree, the guitar is not entirely practical, but it does actually function as both, and it is a pretty cool talking piece. Like, you got in a magazine and everything, so I gotta give credit where it's due, and I didn't think of it, so I wouldn't have built it in the first place, but he did a very good job. But yes, I did not win, of course, because mine's not even done. So, but that's what we are going to be working on. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to finish it. I am hoping, I don't even know where the batteries are right this second. The batteries I was originally going to use for my Pocket Atari, where I discovered that I have to use lead solder to get anything to stick on its tabs. Mod My Box, or Akira, sent me what he believes is some lead solder. Here's my batteries. And there's the solder. However, that is not something that I'm ever going to do on stream. Lead solder is extremely, extremely, extremely dangerous and extremely poisonous, like if you breathe it. So this is what we believe is the lead solder. And these are my batteries. So I will actually, I will solder those on off stream, because I have to do that outside in a well ventilated area. I don't want to be worrying about a camera or anything. And but I'll solder that on, and as long as that does work, then yay, I have batteries for my project. But I'm still, even if I can't get that to work with these, I'm still going to keep going and doing all the rest of the stuff that I need to do, and then I will just order a set of batteries that I can use when I get a chance. But yeah, obviously song requests are on. It's still the playlist from Tuesday, what wasn't played, but please feel free to add to it. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and get started, I think. So swap this over to this so we can see better. Move my mouse out the way. Okay. Still trying to decide where exactly I want the camera to be with this new light. I think it might work better up here. Except the cord is being tugged, and that's not good for the cord. Hello, camera. Please cooperate. Alright, so I'm very not happy with how the my brain is really not working right now, guys. The bezel came out. I actually ordered from a guy offline the kit to make this. It's you print it directly on, and it's literally the sticker that's like this. There wasn't anything wrong with that. I just didn't apply them in the right order. So there's some places where it connected correctly and other places it didn't, so it looks like crap. So I don't even I know that I can take it out. The problem with it though is that I don't know how much this is going to be usable again, the screen cover, because it was sticky to stick to that, and if I peel that off of it, it's probably going to stay stuck to it, so I might have to order another one, which is annoying. But I'm really not happy with how that looks, so I'm not going to leave it like that because it looks like poop, and I would really like it to look nice. So anyway, this thing is actually slightly taken apart because this is the only other screen I have that is exactly like the screen that I am working for my current Pocket Atari commission, and I was poking around on it trying to figure out something about the Pocket Atari. So I had to unwire a few things. I'm going to wire it back up really quick because I want to show you what I mean by how it's not working correctly. If I can remember where everything goes, at least. Which might be easier said than done. What all did I unwire? I think I only unhooked 3 wires, 2 grounds and a voltage, so it shouldn't be too hard to do. That is, if my tweezers would cooperate. That would be great. And then this voltage one right here needs to go to 5 volts. Thank you for the host, my love. And then I need to put the ribbon cable back in, and then I should be able to turn it on and show you what's wrong with it. Should. I don't think I disconnected anything else. Come on, connector. Go in. Thank you. Okay. And I need, since there's no batteries, I obviously need to plug it in. One sec. I need to, for me to actually show it to you, I can't look at it very well when it's, so this is the side that actually works fine. This is the multi-cart, and it's 128 games on the hardwired multi-cart. So this is not the side I need. So I'm going to turn it back off and swap it to the side so I can show you what's wrong. Alright, this is the SuperJoy 3 side. Anybody who knows anything about the SuperJoy 3, you'll recognize the fun time and supposedly 76,000 games in one. It's not really. They're all just like the same 76 games over and over and over again. But yeah, see, like, it started the game and I didn't even press anything. That's one thing that's wrong with it. This is Contra. See how lovely that is and how well that's working? That's actually worse than it used to be. Trying to think of other games I had that I know don't work or that have graphical issues. Where is Super Mario? Apparently Super Mario won't even boot. So yeah, games won't boot, graphical issues, they start on their own, they freeze. It's a bit weird. Looks like most everything won't start. There was one game that would boot all the time for me. Let me see if I can find it. Where is Burger Time? Because Burger Time is totally the best game ever, don't you know? Where is it? Oh yay, it started a game on its own and froze instantly. Anyway, so you got the idea. It's got issues. So, but like I said, the other side does not. So I know that the SuperJoy 3 board itself is fine. Like, here is Contra on the other side. It loads. Try to get so you can see. I know it's upside down, but you can see. See? It works. This is from the other side, the multi-cart that I hardwired on. So the SuperJoy 3 itself has to be fine, or else the cart wouldn't work. So that's why I really want to try swapping out the ROM chip. And hopefully that will work. This is one that I was originally using for this project. The SuperJoy 3 itself has stopped working. I'm hoping that the ROM chip is still good. I'm going to try swapping it out. And that is most of what tonight's probably going to consist of, because it's going to take a while to cleanly remove and replace it without ruining everything else. Hello, Doom. How are you doing? So first things first, before I even start ripping apart the SuperJoy girl, we are going to go ahead and see about removing this ROM chip. And this will basically be the answer of if this is even possible on how hard it is for me to remove this thing. So yeah. Before I actually remove the solder, it's a lot of times easier if you reapply new solder over. So I am going to do that. Not tons of new solder, just a little bit to help make sure that it's all going to flow well. This is when it would be extremely helpful if I had a heat gun, which I do not have. It can be very hard to keep track of which pins I've already done. I need to turn the music up some in my ears. I can barely hear it. There we go. To love. Totally just accidentally bridged everything together. Not that it matters, I'm getting ready to remove it all. In fact, I can do this a lot faster since I don't care. It's going to be more of a matter on the other side of being careful when I'm actually reattaching it. Get out the way. Part of the problem with the Superjoy 3s was that they were, I think they're Chinese products. They're extremely cheaply made, so a lot of times you'd buy one and they wouldn't even work unless you actually opened it up and knew how to like do some repair work yourself. But so like it's not very good solder that they used. It's this is gonna get in the way. Yes, hot things are hot, you're right. Get that out the way. All right, let's see if I can do this and do it cleanly. This is desoldering braid that I am using. In contexts like this is what you're going to want to be using. The desoldering iron is going to be far too big to be able to work with this component. And desoldering braid is basically just braided something, brass maybe? I don't know. Something that solder is attracted to. Trying to give information that I don't actually know. Yay! I really don't like using desoldering braid very much, but as I said, it's really the best option for this. It just doesn't always want to cooperate for me. Plus, it's a lot easier to accidentally burn yourself because it's like all of this braid hanging out everywhere that's gotten heated up. So you can accidentally hit it and burn yourself. Braided copper, there you go. It's like I looked at the label and it didn't say, so. This is not working the best either. Of course not, why would it do that? And then you sometimes also accidentally touch the plastic that the desoldering braid is in, which also makes things stinky. And sometimes the desoldering braid sticks to what you're doing because you didn't move it fast enough. That's always fun. I legit cannot tell if I got it all or not. The Google foo is strong in Schmiener. Since this board is dead, I'm not really that worried about the board underneath. I just need to make sure to keep the chip itself usable. Who are you talking to?
Ducky.
Oh, hey, Ducky! Hey, Ducky! Sorry, I was hearing my wife whisper, whisper, whisper.
She's like, whisper now. She's like, call it with Ducky.
You're playing calling and you're trying to whisper? Lol. I am sorry, Schmiener. Sometimes you just have to yell at a Tucky, okay?
I mean, if it helps for the hilarity of the stream, I can just shout.
Well, no, because you're going to swear.
Apparently I'm not allowed to shout because I might swear.
No, you're going to swear. Not that you might swear. You're going to. You always swear when you play. Yes, I heard you. Oh goodness, remove this so it's out of my way while I'm doing this. Come on. Thank you. I still can't actually tell if it's going to come up or not. The part that's really important, if I can get it to focus. Focus. Please focus. Focus, camera. Camera, focus. Thank you. The most important part is actually these little pins on the top where the board is. These down here don't matter because this is the part of the board I'm getting rid of. It's all of these up here that I need to make sure to be careful and not destroy, basically, while I'm doing this, if I want any chance of being able to use this. All I can hear every once in a while is DT in the background giggling, and that worries me.
She keeps whispering, and I keep telling her it's not her that needs to whisper. She's like, I want to.
Tucky's silly. Tucky is silly and awesome. I also need to make sure to not damage this glop top very much with the glop top itself is not the part that needs to be protected. It's protecting the actual brains of this chip, so I need to make sure to not hit it too much with the soldering iron. And then the most fun part is I don't have just one of these to remove. After I remove this, that's only half done for this because I still need to remove the one I'm getting rid of. Whee! Can't believe you came, but you didn't actually join in on the raid, technically speaking. Silly Doom. I'm sorry that the squeaking bothers you, Schmeener. It's kind of just not avoidable. I have not played the Paragon beta. I don't even know what that is. You have no idea, Caius. Try having been her roommate for a year. Of course Shmina requested this song. My Sharona. Because I am my Sharona. She used to sing this song to me all the time in college. My Sharona. Okay, let's see if I can pull this up. Ah, Doom. Work is boo. There's also the problem that with these ROM chips, they usually end up like gluing them down. Woo! My Sharona. My Sharona. You gotta be careful to not hurt yourself. And I am very good at hurting myself. Get out, knife, before you break the board, please. Okay, that is sticking a little bit too hard. I think there's still some solder that I've missed. Doing a ROM chip swap is not usually suggested. Schmeener, don't even joke like that. I usually cut myself with my razor blade quite often, so just shh. That's half of it off. If I can just lift it up, there we go. All right. So I should be able to just like push it off. Or maybe not. Fine. Ouch, that's hot. After looking at this one, I'm going to have to be a whole heck of a lot more careful with the one I am removing on the other one. Because I have lifted up some of the traces. Goodness gracious, this is going to be a pain in le boot. Bye, Doom! Alright, so I have pretty successfully gotten the ROM chip off. At least I think it was pretty successful. I need to just clean up the side. My Sharona.
Oh, nice.
So essentially with the other one that I'm removing, I need to make sure that it actually literally just lifts up. Which means a whole lot more of the desoldering braid. Because it lifted up the traces from the side that it connects to. And if the chip is all good, but your traces are messed up that they go to, that doesn't do you any good. Literally, no good. And this is why this is probably going to be the only thing that we try to accomplish today. Gotta remove all of the ripped traces off because they're just in the way. There we go. Alright, so get rid of that Superjoy 3 board. That thing is completely officially dead now because there's not even a ROM chip on it. It was already dead though, so. Podcast Freak, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. I hope you like nerdy and geeky things because that is what I am all about.
No, I like that front.
All right. I honestly don't remember how the heck I have stuff wired in here, and I need to get to, of course, the thing that's on the bottom underneath everything. Whee!
No idea. I follow you all the time. Worked.
It actually looks like I can get to it pretty easily and pretty quickly, as long as I desolder this switch, because that switch is not going to come out easily. But otherwise, it looks like it basically is just going to lift up.
Yeah, the rooks. Same. So, that's nice.
Rio and should really have taken a picture of that. I'll have a picture of it in my old stuff though. Okay, actually before I forget, speaking of pictures, let's take a picture of the removed ROM chip.
Did you octopus?
There we go. It's like I know it is possible to remove ROM chips and still have things usable because that's what people used to do with the old Genesis Radicas to turn them into an actual Genesis portable and add a cart slot to it. You had to remove the ROM chip to do it. So just gotta be careful. Come on, board. Come out. Please. Do I have you glued down somewhere else?
How long did it take? 2 of them?
Well, you aren't going to come out nearly as nicely as I thought you were, because apparently you're just glued in the corner. That's right, because I cut the board apart. I knew that. Okay, you go back down there then. Rio and... It's okay. It is okay, Chevy. You just need to deal with it and remove the wires so you can get to what's underneath and deal with reconnecting it up later. It's not a big deal. This is your own project after all. You can look what you've done. Don't mind me, I am just talking to myself like always. I know you guys don't mind me anyway. You never do. And all these wires, please just stay over there for now. Stay out the way. And then we have these wires. Boop. Boop. Those wires. Are you able to be moved now? Did I actually glue you down? Yes, I did. Of course I did. How else are you going to make sure that it stays? Duh. Cutters. Radio. Come here, please. Not you. I'm talking to the board. I feel like I'm doing surgery right now, guys. Probably also messing up the paint job. Should really have this sitting on a towel. Radio. Oh my goodness, just... Whoa, radio. I'm going to majorly have to like re-look at how I have everything connected, because I'm going to have to disconnect like everything to get to it. When I originally made this, I was originally hoping I wouldn't have to do anything with this when I put it in. Thought I was just going to have to add batteries in. Oop. Okay, I need to put this at an angle where I can see what I'm doing. Happy Thursday! I am working on... Well, she did just show that there, but it's a, yeah, a Super Joy 3 inside of a Game Boy case. I am going back and doing some repair work on it. I finished it, well, quote unquote finished it a while ago. I never considered it completed though, because it never had batteries, and what good is a portable if it doesn't have any batteries, right? Whoa, radio. Radio. Everything come off. Did you just get stuck on there? No. Okay, I think I have all the wires disconnected. I think. Mexican radio. Maybe not. Oh, that's right. Because they go to the switch to, Ugh. I need everything to move. You please come up and come out. Because you're in the way. And you need to lift up also, because you are in the way. Oh my goodness, seriously. This is just a mess. Can't even get to... Sorry guys, I need to see. Time. If I can find a way. Lovely. I don't have any way to actually get to this other switch. Come on, electric tape. You're doing your job too well. I need you to come off now. Back time. If I could find a way. All of the tape. Where does oh my goodness. I need to take pictures or I'm going to completely forget what's what. Could also use Sharpie, that would help. Let's mark this wire as blue and we'll mark the pin. That'll help. And I need the other tape to come off. Where does it start? There it is. Come on, tape. Thank you. Get out of here. All right. So, please come apart. Where are the other wires that are connected? Thank you. Okay, so I then have, I'll call this one the red wire.
Outside.
And that is this one right there. And then do I have another one connected? Yes, back here. We'll have that be green. Green. And this right here is going to be probably not going to see that very well. Green. Okay, can I finally remove it? Nope, one more.
Nope.
Where is another Sharpie? Do orange.
Oh, look at these guys, it's small.
Orange.
There's two chairs of them.
Orange.
Just split this way. Hopefully they'll just fight each other.
Now can I remove you? Yes. Okay. That was a mess. So now I can just get rid of this. That can go over there. Ouch. My back hurts, guys. I must be sitting funny. Alrighty then. So I am going to need to replace it with this ROM chip with this one. And it just occurred to me that I didn't take note of which way the ROM chip was on the other one. I really am stupid sometimes. There's also a possibility that the ROM chips aren't even interchangeable.
That's bitches.
But yeah, since the SuperJoy 3 is already messed up, I figured I would at least give this a try. I mean, if it doesn't work, I need to buy a new SuperJoy 3 anyway, which I'm trying to avoid because they are not cheap. It was on this way, wasn't it? Fairly certain that that is the way that it was on, with all the I don't think it was that way. No, it was that way. Which is how it is over here, so I'll just make a mark so I definitely know this side goes on this side. There we go. Alright, so like I said, there is a chance this won't even work, but you know, what do I have to lose, really? Come on, wires. I need you all to move. And move. All right. So here we are. Get rid of this hot glue in the corner so it doesn't get all junked up in the soldering braid. Hot glue and soldering braid is a mess. Alrighty then. Going to first reflow the solder. And then we're going to go ahead and try to remove this side solder. This cap is totally going to be in the way. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. see. I need to be very careful because this is the board that I need to keep. So I need to make sure that I'm not messing anything up. It's very important. Bum 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 bum.
Somebody's outside my building.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Come on, desoldering braid. Please cooperate with me. Bum, 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 bum. When desoldering braid works properly, it's a beautiful thing. I don't know how well that actually picked up on camera because it's kind of far away. But it's so much fun to watch it suck it up when it works properly. It's just a matter of getting it to work properly. I have a hard time getting it to do it.
In front. Oops. He's throwing rocks at me. Wow.
It would really help if it would stay still. Always got by on my own.
One's dead.
Chilling to the bone. How do I get you alone?
I'm
How
coming.
do I get you alone? Everything is just in my way.
Who's got a backpack?
Bum 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 bum.
Can get my airdrop as well. I can get my airdrop and I've got a present for you. There you go. I don't know if he dropped the explosive.
Oh my goodness, desoldering braid, please, just stay still. And now it chills me to the bone.
I can call that.
How do I get you alone? Trying to do this without making the squeaky sound because that also makes sure it doesn't damage the board as much. I really don't want to damage anything on this side because I would really like to have an actual working system. Call me crazy. Okay, let's take a look. Obviously I can't even try to move it yet, but I want, just a second guys, I don't have my light fully set up so that I can use the magnifying easily. I need to look at it magnified, and it's up here. So you guys can just chill.
There's going to be an airdrop station somewhere.
Okay, it's not fully off yet. So we have some more desoldering we need to do on this side still. So I can see that there's still solder connected. Okay. Wait, what are you relaying me for? I don't know. What? What did I say? I don't know anymore. Okay, since I did all the top part, I'm now going to try to do it on the side, see if that'll get rid of some more of it. I'm emphasizing that I really, 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 really don't want to mess it up. Come on now.
Now I know this one gets built through these trees.
Dear desoldering braid, stop twisting.
Where's the thing? This material went right here. No fuck.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to the other side. There's no point concentrating on getting that side completely perfect if I don't even have the other side started, so. I don't need to put new solder on because I've actually already done it to this side because I thought that might have been what was wrong with it and not causing things to boot right. So I'm just going to remelt it really quick.
I think I've got a problem with collecting funk. I think I have a funk problem.
Admittance is the first step.
I'm coming up.
That didn't work how I wanted it to. I really wish I could get the camera closer so you guys could see better and actually watch the desoldering braid work in action. I don't know if it would, I don't know if it would even focus on it correctly though.
Oh, whoa. Was CSM coming up and going for?
Oh, such a great song. Who requested this? Caius. Such a good one. Queenie! Hello! How you doing, hun?
nice.
How's your stream been treating you, Queenie? Can we get a shout out for Mr. Blue and Queenie, please? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Have you had better luck getting into 0.6 than my wife has? Oh my. Ah. It is always good to have a day to yourself from time to time. I love how DT's one of the fastest ones to point that out at people with a Kappa face, which she's the one who usually breaks it the most. Everybody taking a shot. This is true, Caius. This is true. I'm sorry. It's safe to dance. Oh, Queenie, I haven't talked to you since. Did you guys have a good anniversary? Did you have fun at the castle you were at? But it was a castle, wasn't it? And that's pretty frickin' awesome, by the way. I've never actually been to a castle. Not a real one, at least. I mean, Disney's castles I've been to, but that doesn't really count now, does it? Nice. Where was it? Well, you see, Queenie, I lived in Florida, like in Jacksonville, Florida, and Orlando, Florida, for like quite a few years when I was a little kid. We had season passes. We would go all the time to Disney World. All the time. I want to go to Ireland sometime. Shmee's been to Ireland. I'm jealous. Okay, one sec. I need to look at this. Seriously, we did. We had like passes that it was rather cheap for us, and we would go all the time. I only lived there till I was 5, though, so I wasn't even able to go on all the rides because I was too small.
I'm dead.
Angel. Okay, let's see if it's going to come up. Of course, it's not going to come up that easily. That would be just too easy. So this is when I really, 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 really wish that I had a heat gun. Lol.
Down at the bottom of the hill. I hear noises down there, somebody's fighting. To your right.
Send me an angel. Right now. Oh goodness. This side, this chip's making me nervous.
Kill him.
This chip is apparently better soldered on than the other one was. Urgh. Come on, braid, get off.
They killed us at the airport that time when we got with all those other teams.
I might need to get my desoldering iron out, actually.
Yeah, you know, we got gagged by those two teams. That's one of them.
Come on, Chip. You know you want to come up. And the Chip's like, no, I don't. I'm very happy right here. Thank you very much. Well, poop on you. She quit because she got bored. Aw, Doom's not even here for it, and here it is. Bum 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 bum. Dun, dun. I really wish I had a heat gun, guys. Seriously. Want to? Ba-do-ba-doo, ba-doo-boop, ba-dup. Each little space has a teeny tiny little hole in it. Okay, I am going, just one sec guys, I need to get my desoldering iron. That might help for this section, but everything is in the way. Of course everything's in the way. Why wouldn't it be in the way? Alright, so let me get my desoldering iron. Where did I put it? That's the question. Now the bad thing about me deciding now that I need to use my desoldering iron is it takes a stupid long time to heat up. Hey Keith, how you doing? Just waiting for my desoldering iron to heat up. Just go ahead now. Just go ahead now.
I'm gonna open this box now. I'm gonna open this box.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Whew.
That didn't work. Oh, there we go. You want it? It's no good with my text.
Yes, Shmi, right now, he works with the same federal entity that I work with.
Oh.
I think we've run out of songs, guys.
There's me.
Oh, no, it's just extremely quiet. Extremely quiet. There it is. Sorry then. Oops. Helps if I remember to pull up OBS again so I can see. Had a very long, quiet intro. Really? DJ Bot, really? You couldn't find Lord and Team? That's what the song's called. No, they aren't removed. They've been pushed to the secondary queue, so they'll play. Is it hot enough yet? I think it might be. Let's see. Another bad thing about my soldering iron, it's not very long cord. I need to be over this way further. Come on, please work. Come on. This computer's having a major issue with the songs. And my desoldering iron is doing diddly squat for this. Oh my goodness, seriously. Is it even hot enough yet? Is that the problem? I don't think it's hot enough yet. Seriously, the song. What the heck? What are you doing, computer? Don't mess up Bowie. Oh my goodness gracious. Is everything doing it, guys? Yes. Yes, it is. So apparently my, am I still live? Hello? Hello? Somebody please say something. I think it might have stopped now, guys.
Lol.
Is it still stuttering? It doesn't look like it is on my end anymore, but that doesn't mean anything.
It's fine for me.
Huh?
It's fine for me.
Oh, it's fine for you. Okay. Apparently my computer just decided to crap on itself for a moment there, so, whatever. What? Whatever, just whatever. Apparently we're okay now, so.
Everybody is ready.
Whoa. Let's not just put a big blob of solder on what I'm trying to remove. Thank you very much. Just soldering iron. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. It's doing literally nothing to that. It's definitely heated up though. Rude.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, it's nice.
I have a feeling I'm just gonna eventually have to just bite the bullet and buy another Superjoy 3. They really are not cheap these days. Oh, I guess I could actually turn the camera back this way.
It's up there, Anna. It's good to have exposure purposes so we can see through the web. Yep.
How come last time I had like no issue getting up under it, and this time it's just like, no, you're not gonna get up under here at all. It's rude. That's what it is.
Hey, it wouldn't run away. No, I said I hate it when they're really low.
Not the point that I just want to go ahead and try to do this. If I have ruined it, as I said, I was already gonna have to buy another one anyway. So, whatever. I think I might be okay on this side. I really need to not rip these up like I did on the other side though. Or on the last one. I also really need to unplug my desoldering iron. One sec, guys, before I burn myself on it, because it's a lot hotter than the soldering iron. I could just feel the heat radiating off of it next to me, so. What's rude, Queenie? What are you talking about? My desoldering iron is extremely rude, if that's what you mean. Please let go.
Somebody just did it on the wrong one. Somebody just did it on the wrong one.
Please let go. Crap. That's not what you want. I just completely lifted a trace up.
I'm too funk off being able to
I can't tell where the heck it goes either. Hello, the dozer. How you doing? Yeah, well, Queenie, that's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. It's like, I just need it to come off without me ripping it up. That's really all that I need. Oops. No, do not make me rip it. Come on, there's like only one left.
got orange juice. Yes.
Okay. I did accidentally rip off one trace, but I can always solder it directly to where it's meant to go.
Why do you hate me?
But otherwise, I think it might be okay. Ah, babysitting duty. That's always fun. Yeah, Schmiener. Okay. Now is the test to see how much I actually ruined. I may have possibly ruined more than I thought. I'm going to, this is the old one.
There's loads of people left.
The one I'm replacing it with, I need to make sure it's lined up right. And then see about soldering it back. So there's a very good chance that I have messed it up anyway, despite my best efforts. But like I said, I thought that I would try this method first, because I really don't want to buy another Super Joy 3, but I was already at the point that I was going to have to anyway, so might as well have tried this first. And then if I do still need to buy a new one, then I guess that's not really any harm. You guys got to see me try something
I think you might have a gummy careful.
and fail at it, but you know, whatever.
I just saw it
Oh, well, at least she likes you now. That's the one that I need to solder directly. Or do I? Wait, what? Now I'm confused. I've gotten myself confused because my eyes have gotten slightly off. There we go. A tiny bit of solder on each spot up here.
I've got a few things I need to do.
Okay, I think that's that side soldered on. Except this one, like I said, I need to just wire it directly. But it's a very easy one to wire directly because it's literally this pin. Wait. Let me get something to point with. It is literally, if I can get it to focus again, this pin right here, this pin that I'm pointing to, and it goes directly to this pin. So it's very easy to wire that directly, so should not be an issue. But as I said, there's a chance that I have ruined connections on the underside. Not entirely sure. I won't know until I try to boot the thing up. So there. My eyes can almost see what they're doing. Almost. Okay. Yeah, I'm fairly certain most of this side's actually not making connection. Lovely. Oh, well, there's a very easy way to find out if it's making connection or not. Pretty sure it's not on this side now that I actually look at it as I'm working at it. Yeah, no. Well, that one is. this one is not. Somehow this one is. Yeah, most of these are not making connection, which means I damaged the leads too much. Which means that this project is now complete crap, because I need to get a new board. I do have a magnifying lens. It's just up there. It's part of the light. I can see fine. But this is the first time I've ever tried to relocate a ROM chip, and I have just completely messed it up. So there you go. So there's no point in me even trying to turn this thing on, because it is not going to work. There's at least half the pins not making connection now that I'm actually looking at it. Which is annoying. Superjoy 3 itself should still work. I should still be able to play all the games on here. But the entire point of this project is to have both of them, so I'm going to have to see about pricing out Superjoy 3s and see if I can find one that's a decent-ish price, so that I can actually finish this project. Because, yeah, there's surface mount. I was removing a chip. Chips are always, well, this kind of chip is always surface mount. I accidentally damaged too many of the leads of the traces. Mostly because I was too impatient. That's rather common for me. I could even see all of them on the back side of the old chip if we get it focus. Let me get something to point with. If you can see, like, down here where it's, instead of actual, like, copper colored, it's ever so slightly, like, brownish colored. Yeah, that's part of the trace that I ripped off, and it's on a lot of the pins. So I don't have a heat gun. And it's also up here on most of them, so I damaged way too many of the traces. So yeah, that's that with that for now. Whee! So this project's gonna go back on hold until I actually get another Superjoy 3, and then I will get back into it and complete it. Because I don't have the money right now to do it. I mean, I guess I could work on the rest of the stuff, but I'd rather just all do it at the same time. So, yes, they do. I just don't have a heat gun. So yeah, so this project's gonna go back on hold. Ouch. Yeah. So in that case, I don't really have anything else to work on tonight, guys. I was hoping that would be successful, and I completely mucked it up. Welcome to part of my hobby where I learn if I can do something or not the hard way. Clearly I cannot. At least not with the lack of tools. But, so yeah, and I don't want to unwire it any further because it took me forever to even figure out how to get this multi-cart that I have hardwired on is actually a lot more difficult than a normal cartridge. Like with a normal cartridge, there was only, I think, one pin that I had to put a switch on to disable the internal games and run the game. But with this multi-cart, there's like 4 pins that I have to do it with. So Do you really? I never see Superjoy 3s anywhere, and when you look online, they're like $60 for one nowadays. It's ridiculous. It was this one that I actually have in this project I bought on eBay, but it was supposedly known issues. But when I first got it out and wired it up, I thought it was working properly, but that's because the ROM chip was weird. Oh. Well, you never know. I'm not in a big rush to get a heat gun right this moment. I know that I will simply hurt myself with a heat gun. I do want a heat gun, but it's not my top priority. Well, sorry, I was talking about the Superjoy 3, and then I looked up and saw I see them all the time, and I was like, what? Really? Sorry. But yeah, so I don't want to unwire this yet so that I remember what's supposed to have the switches between and stuff. It took me forever to get these things working together and able to swap back and forth, which is one reason why, because my original plan was to only have one switch, and I had already cut the hole for the switch, and it's the smaller one right here that the cut looks much nicer. This second switch I added in after the fact because I needed more pins to make the games work properly, and that's why that one looks all messy and gross, and I don't like it one bit. But but yes, I am going to be finishing Wife. Why are you asking? I'm going to be finishing because I literally don't have anything else to do with this right now, and I don't have anything else prepared to work on, and an hour isn't enough time to get into something new anyway. I am next time, let me swap to here and point this back up to me. Hi. So since this ended up being a big fail, next Tuesday when I do another modding stream, I will be swapping. I can speak, I promise. I know words. I'll be swapping over to my handy gear, which is the ultimate game gear. It needs some repair work. I want to swap out its screen for a different screen. I was never very happy with, I originally used a PS1 screen and I LED modded it, and I was never happy with, it's really dark in the handy gear. Like I did the exact same thing in my handy duo and the screen's perfectly fine in that one. Like I don't have any issues seeing it in that one. I don't know why it's so much darker. It's the exact same amount of LEDs I used, and but yeah, I have a better screen that I want to swap out. I've actually stolen some parts out of the handy gear, so I need to put them back in. Like right now, the batteries aren't working. The batteries aren't working because somehow I think I accidentally crossed them, so I need to kick them back into gear of working, which I do know how to do. And I stole its protection circuit, but I have another protection circuit that I can wire back in. And but yeah, it's just like, it's not even a ton of work I have to do. It's just I needed a screen before I would have the motivation to even do it. I haven't had any way to play my Game Gear games because that was the only way I had to play them, and I haven't been able to play them in ages because I haven't fixed my handy gear. But that's what I'll be working on Tuesday. I still don't know if I'm going to be doing my Sunday Fun Day this Sunday or not. I am still up to my neck in a commission that is just ticking me off. Yeah, but it's ridiculously darker, like, and it didn't even start out that way, so something's wrong with it. Like, it used to be fine for how it was lit, and it just got to the point that it was too dark. So I must have messed up my LEDs when I was doing the mod or something. But yeah, I don't have to worry about an LED lighting in the new screen. It's a good screen that already has good lighting and everything. And so the yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do my Sunday Fun Day again. I haven't played Okami in forever, and it's making me sad. But I have the commitment of this this commission I need to get done, and it has just been driving me bonkers. If I'm lucky, I'll get it done on Saturday, and be able to possibly stream some Okami on Sunday. We'll see. Right this instant, the screen's not fully working on my commission, so usually helps if the screen works. Just saying. Usually. So yeah, but I am going to go ahead and end, and wife never answered why she asked me if I was ending or not. Why'd you ask? Oh, right. So apparently my wife is now streaming, so we're going to go raid her. My wife.
Pretend to be surprised when you all come over and shout resist the raid.
Dictanian99. We're going to go over and raid my wife, because she is apparently streaming. I don't know what she's streaming right now. She's been playing Culling and Daisy and 7 Days to Die, so I'm not sure what she's playing. But yeah, we are going to go over and raid my wife. We are going to yell resistor raid, and we're going to do my love heart, the LC capital L for love. So it's LC love. And yeah, and chill and hang out with her for a little bit. She's playing the Culling apparently. So again, I'm sorry that this wasn't very successful. That's how things go with this hobby though. You're right, it is a learning experience. It's just annoying to me when it happens on stream, that's all. I like my streams to be a little more successful, but all right. Yes, let us go. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.